What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Ball Sports Network. Thank you guys for the continued support. Continue to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because I upload pretty much every single day. Now, I'm inclined to believe the only person that can stop Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. Is he the best quarterback in the league right now? I mean, maybe he was the best quarterback in the league this whole time. But the tear that he is on right now is unbelievable. I mean, Russell Wilson threw another 5 touchdowns against Dallas. They won 38-31. Russell has now thrown 14 touchdowns in the first 3 games of the season. It's the most ever by any player in the history of the league in the first 3 games. He broke the record that was set by Patrick Mahomes a few years back when Mahomes threw 50 touchdowns and won MVP. Russell looks like he is on track to, he's the odds-on favorite to win the MVP right now. So the previous record was held by Peyton Manning, who threw 12 in 3 games, and then Mahomes bested a couple years ago and threw 13 in 3 games, and now Russell's thrown 14. Russell's on pace to get in that fit. I mean, obviously the 2 guys before him, Mahomes threw 51 touchdowns, Peyton threw 55 that year. So Russell's on pace. If he stays the course like these guys did, he'll throw 50 touchdowns this year. Which just, if you just think about that, that is so insane. Because if you look at when Peyton threw the 55 touchdowns, look at the offense that he was in. First of all, it was Peyton Manning in year like 14 or whatever. Like, it was Peyton Manning, top of his game, right off the neck surgery. People said he wasn't good anymore. And he comes out and throws 55 touchdowns. But he had Demaryius Thomas and Eric Decker and, you know, just a bunch of, I think Wes Welker might have been on the team by that time. Like, they had a bunch of good weapons, right? Like, a bunch of guys that were established before Peyton was there and were really good. And then Mahomes had Tyreek, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins. Like, we know the core that the Chiefs had. They've had the same core for a while now. But Russell's out there doing it with DK Metcalf, who is looking like a stud now. Like, don't get me wrong. He looked like people slept on him. He was solid in college, went crazy at the combine, but people really took in his college tape and was like, he's a second-round receiver. So he falls to second round. Tyler Lockett was a gadget guy in college. I mean, Tyler Lockett returned punts. It was a solid receiver, but he looks like a stud with Russell. And then they got a 6th and a 7th round guy. I can't even think their names off the top of my head. They're making plays, and Greg Olsen, who's 90 years old. This is who Russell's throwing it to. And somehow, some way, he's throwing 5 tubs a game. 5 touchdowns a game. Just in slicing and dicing any defense that's in front of him. No matter if it's Dallas, no matter if it's the Falcons. It don't matter. It don't matter who you throw out there in front of him. This man, Russell Wilson, is playing out of his mind. And so it looks like he's the best quarterback in the NFL. Like I said, he's the favorite to win the MVP. He's on pace to have a 50-touchdown season, which has only been done, what, 3-4 times in the league? Brady did it with Moss. Mahomes did it a couple years ago. Peyton Manning did it. It's been done 3 times. And Russell's on pace to be the 4th. Who did I just say? Brady with Moss. It was incredible. Peyton Manning with his slew of weapons. It was incredible. Patrick Mahomes with his slew of weapons. And now Russell Wilson with, I'm not going to call them a bunch of guys because they're clearly out there performing, but a bunch of unproven guys up until this point. And to me, that is impressive. That is incredible. And that just shows what kind of player Russell Wilson is. To me, I'm not saying Russell could have did this 2 years ago because what he's doing is obviously historic. It's never been done before. But this is what happens when Seattle finally opens up their playbook. When finally say, okay, Russ, I'm sorry. We're going to abandon the run early. Like, instead of trying to run it 50, 60 times a game, we're going to let you throw it 30, 40, 50 times a game if need be. Even with our trash offensive line for years, the offensive line have been trash for years, we're just going to let you do what you do. And this is what the results you get. This is what Russell Wilson's been for the last couple of years. He's been this good. Maybe not this good. He's playing out of his mind right now. But he's been pretty damn good. And they're finally let him do his thing. And instead of running it 40 times a game, you're letting Russ throw it 40 times a game. And this is the results you get. So I'm happy for Russell Wilson. He's an amazing player. Let me know your thoughts on Russell Wilson down in the comments below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Ball Sports Network. And I'll see you next time.